Hey Stitchers, it's Amani from Min Amani Designs, and I'm back for another video, another Stitch With Me video. And this time I'm going to be stitching the Cypress Tree, which is a highly requested motif. So I got you guys. As a reminder, as always, I need to preface this by saying this is the way I stitch. This is my preferred method of stitching, but of course, please stitch however you feel comfortable stitching. Also prefacing that for me, it is actually really important for all the stitches in the front to go in the same direction. Again, that's a personal preference. I have seen plenty of Tatreez, especially vintage Tatreez, where the stitches on the front go in different directions. I just can't do that. It would make my brain explode. So the way I stitch, all the bottom stitches slant to the right and the top stitches slant to the left. So that's also the way I will show you my stitching strategy. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. All right, let's start by looking at the motif. As we know, there are lots of different versions of the cypress tree. This is the version I'm going to be using, but again, you can kind of take this strategy and apply it to the various versions of the cypress tree. So how I would start this motif. So normally I like to start patterns in the center, and of course, for the sake of this video, this motif is the pattern. But with the cypress tree, I'm actually going to do it a little bit differently. It just doesn't make sense to start in the middle of the cypress tree motif. So I'm actually going to start up top. And the way I'm going to stitch it is starting up top. We're going to go ahead, like I had mentioned earlier, I like to have my bottom stitches slanted to, slanted to the right. And then I would actually complete this stitch. I would do that to this whole row. And at the end, when I need to land right here, I'm gonna go ahead and go from here, bring it down here, and then my next stitch will start here. So again, I'm gonna go the same way, crossing the stitches as I go. Ooh, this is the worst pen, sorry y'all. And then here, I'm gonna wanna start here, so we're gonna go down this way. So again, keep doing that. We have one more row of that. Oops, that's not how I would do it. Going this way, then from here, going down up here, and then we'll bring it down here. So these two squares, we are going to want to complete the stitches as we go. And then bringing it down here, and then bringing it up here. So I would start going down here. Now the way I would do it on this side is just completing each row. It's actually a pretty easy motif to stitch. I'm going to stitch it in one color, but if you do stitch it in multiple colors, it's still not a difficult motif. Oftentimes you'll see it stitched with other colors, maybe here on the little branches or the leaves, and other times it's kind of just the outline. So either way, you can really follow the same strategy. If you're someone who is stitching the outline in a different color, then I would just, do the outline first and then fill it in. So that is how I would kind of take a look at it first, and then let's get into stitching. I got a little ahead of myself and I decided to stitch this whole side. Let me show you how it looks on the back. As you can see, it's very clean on the back as well. So now that we finished this whole side, we have this bottom half to complete and then take us over to the other side. How would we stitch that? So as we know, we stitched this last one this way. So the needle is coming out here. So we're going to take it down here and we are going to cross this way. Now we're going to want to end up here. That's where we're going to want to end up with our needle and thread to start stitching up this side of the motif. So then that's what you have to think about. How do I end this so that I end up here? And one of the ways I would do that, quite frankly, is ending here on this square. So how do we do that? So we've taken the needle and thread, we've gone this way. Now we're bringing it up and going down this way. We're taking it down here. We're going to bring the needle and thread here, bring it up, down here, and then bring it up this way. So now you have these two crossed. Your needle and thread is coming out right here. You're going to take it down here, a half X and a half, and then you're going to go back and cross it, come this way, cross it again, and now you're at this final stitch. How would I do this? I would go ahead and go horizontally, then cross it this way, bring it down, cross it up here, so you're ending right here. Now all you have to do is go straight up, and you can start here, and you're gonna go this way and cross, and then go and do the same thing all the way up. So now that we've planned it out, we can go ahead and start stitching.